he wasn't, he reminds me of like a successful Willie D. He's a junior coach. He has a junior mentality. He like the way he runs his team with the accountability and you got to earn stuff and his hard nose and his tough lessons and like that works for in college hockey and WHL or in CHL and OHL, and that's how he got the job in Anaheim. And then he rode arguably the hottest goalie in the modern era in a Stanley Cup run in J.S. Shiger, lost the Conn Smythe. That made him look like a genius. Like he rode a hot goalie, went to the finals, didn't do anything, got the job in Anaheim right before they went to the Stanley Cup Finals, and then he turned that into a job in Detroit where he fell ass backwards into the most decorated team in NHL history, also the oldest team to go to the Stanley Cup Finals back-to-back in a changing era. Like, he got real lucky, and he won with a really good team that he probably didn't have to do too much for. And then
appreciate what he did, but it was a team effort in many. Like, absolutely. He was maybe the right coach. And that's where you look. Maybe he jumps ship and goes to a more established, more team that plays his style of game. We talked about Dallas jokingly, I think, before he got let go. Like, maybe he drops into Dallas before. Well, now they're doing just fine, so they don't need him. But a team like that, he might have been really good if they had continued to struggle for another month. And you swap him out or in for Montgomery, but.
Take a drink every time we mentioned 31 Thoughts, but Brian Burke was on after Babcock got fired, and he said he didn't fire Mike Babcock. He just knew that Detroit was interested, and he was BFFs with Ken Hall, and he wanted to go. I'm really curious to see how Mike Babcock would have treated that aging, tough team that won the Stanley Cup. How guys like Solani and Pronger and the Niedermeyers and all those old boys would have, if they would have won that cup, if he would have had that effect on the team. But you say it's like he comes into an environment with a good team. Detroit, Team Canada. You could have won a gold medal, Paul, coaching Team Canada.
That year?
Both those years he won.
Well, let's be honest.
Right.
I've got low-key, respected coaching skills. I could have won the gold medal in 98.
All right, here's how I'm going to go in and win the gold medal. Okay, Sid, who do you want to play with? Oh, Marchand or Bergeron and... Okay, great. Jonathan Taves, you're the second-line center. Who do you want to play with? Okay, cool. Claude Giroux, you're going to play...
like gym class.
Yeah, okay. All right, and defenseman...
Leftovers, you get to play fourth line.
Except he fucking wouldn't play PK Subban or Marty St. Louis. He still had his weird...
Do you have 4 pairings in the Olympics? I always forget because they're so infrequent. I think aren't there 8 defensemen you can dress? It's like international rules.
I think so. But like even at that, with that superstar team, he still had guys that he was pissing off. And Marty St. Louis didn't get selected. He wound up there out of default. And I mean, that caused quite the rift in where was that?
The Marty St. Louis.
Yeah, who is the G? Oh, Yzerman. Yzerman wouldn't select him, and then when he was the GM of the Bolts, and that's why he's like, I'm going to New York.
Yeah.